Hello, nice to see you here today for Web3 Talent Fair 2. In this first roundtable, we are going to talk about blockchain and AI. And to begin, I'm going to let our guests introduce themselves.
Thank you very much for having me. Hello, everyone. So I'm Fabien. I'm the CEO of Certain.com. We are developing a solution to enable you to deploy smart contract, monitor on-chain data, store file, and we are focused on EVM-based blockchain.
Hi, so I'm Nikola Slavnic. I'm an architect in blockchain, / developer too. I worked at MetaDev3, and we are here to help Web2 or company based to come in the Web3 world. So we follow the project, we help them, we give advice to the project along the way. So, yeah.
Hi everyone. Excuse me for my English. I'm Ernest, and I found a community about learning geeks. It's about it's to make a DAO, a university, decentralized university, and that's it.
Okay, nice. I think that the first question I'm going to ask you is, we know that today AI is a little bit scareful for people, and blockchain is also a little bit scareful, because this is not something really concrete for people. How do you think AI could help blockchain technology to be more efficient today?
Thank you. So, I'm not sure like it can help, but what I think is like us, like at Starten, now we are leveraging more and more on AI to improve our code. So that's a thing. So that's how we could like help improve protocols. But in my opinion, like what we are seeing today is like imaging like the internet of tomorrow. Like, you know, when you will go online, everything that you will see might be fake. Okay, so now we have fake news everywhere, deep fake. So imagine like when, you know, like AI will spread, so every maybe article that you will read, every picture that you will see online will be fake. So I see blockchain, you know, and other Web3 protocols as a solution to solve this issue. I see blockchain as like, you know, creating like a trusted internet when you can certify data, certify information, and you can put trust on what you see online. So I'm more seeing blockchain as a solution of the troubles that will come with AI.
For me, I think I will think more on the build side. Like for a new developer entering the blockchain world, it's quite overwhelming with all the information you have to follow, to read, to keep up with. And I think I would like to see more AI tools built into how to say, the documentation, the how you interact with a certain type of information from blockchain. Like we already see with ChatGPT how it can help empower some part of the knowledge that you get from internet. But several times I come to a struggle to find the right information. I don't know, for let's say in Polygon documentation, I had some trouble to find a specific one, and after hours searching on web, I found that one Stack Overflow post that explained the thing. And I would like that AI can embrace that, that can take the code base, the issue on the project, the protocol, the documentation, all in one, and you can communicate with it to help get better information, more precise information, because I don't see in the future that the scope of blockchain will reduce, but in the contrary, it will grow even more. We will have, I think, a multi-blockchain world, even more than now, and so to help people keep up with that, I think AI can be a powerful tool to communicate with, to embrace it. So, yeah. I have a more optimistic point of view than you on the AI on this point, but yeah.
Okay, actually, I will talk about facts. Actually, the AI is used two ways in blockchain, with the blockchain. For example, you can put artificial intelligence in the blockchain. Actually, there is 4 or 5 projects. They include artificial intelligence in the blockchain. And there is other projects is about use the artificial intelligence to audit smart contracts, generate code, generate documentation, and so on. So, in fact, actually, there is some projects, they put directly artificial intelligence in the blockchain because there is not only one blockchain, but there is 10 blockchains, and there is some projects, look at that. So it's a fact. It's not about my thinking. I study some projects about this, and it's effective. So for me, it's actually a fact.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Thank you. So on your second point, I agree. I think like blockchain can, like, for example, like automate the smart contract auditing, because like all the code like is open source. On the first thing you say, I wonder how can you run like AI model, which is like AV computational program on blockchain protocols. So can you explain deeper?
There is Matrix AI, for example, okay. And there is somehow Ocean protocol with Singularity. It's not, it's about a marketplace. You can come with your algorithm and model, and okay. There is a marketplace, but it's outside the blockchain. But there is some projects, they put directly artificial intelligence in the blockchain. Look, there is Cortex, for example. It's projects, but, and for example, Holochain is not a blockchain, it's the DHT, distributed hash table, for example. They use not deep learning, but they use system multi-agent, and it's about artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is not only deep learning, there is other techniques like system multi-agents, for example. So, for example, Holochain is based on system multi-agents, and to answer your question, you can analyze the data, you can do analytics, the data like Etherscan, but it's outside, of course. But some blockchains is based intrinsically in the artificial intelligence, not with deep learning, but other techniques, because artificial intelligence is not only deep learning, there is other techniques. So actually, there is maybe 10 projects, they do this. Not in Europe, not United States, but more in Asia.
Interesting. And that you said, I'm thinking about like a protocol, like a French protocol called IXEC, which was like one of the...
I don't say, I know very well IXEC.
And so I think of them because like what they are building is very relevant, because when you want to run AI models, so you need EV computational power. So, and not every company has access to a lot of data center, and now we have seen today, like there is quite like a lot of a server to run AI model are missing, and so AI company need to spend like hundreds of millions to train them. And where I think like IXEC is an interesting protocol is like it helps you, to have like decentralized computational power. So you can leverage on the protocol if you want to run EV AI models. So I just think about it.
I know IXEC because I know the name before IXEC is Extreme Web at INRIA, and I work at INRIA, Institut National de Recherche Informatique et Automatique, and I work with the grid 5000, and we work with Extreme Web. It's the name before IXEC. Okay. So I know very well IXEC.
Thank you.
Okay, nice. Thank you for all this information. I have also another question because I'm hearing you. And we know that today AI is not really efficient because AI needs data to be really efficient. So it needs human and he needs also external data. And do you think that today AI can be a threat when it's implemented in blockchain? Because in blockchain, we also know that security is very important. So do you think that AI can help to securize the protocol? Because you talk about a smart contract, and if you use AI in smart contract, you need to be sure that it's not a threat for the smart contract.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can take this one. So yeah, about the security. So I think there's several parts here we can talk about. Like you evoked like the auditing part. So AI can definitely help in that regard. Like it can gather a lot of information. It can gather automatically from different blockchain, different smart contract, and maybe analyze faster than what a human would do. But I don't think it will replace the auditing part, because there are also some. It's not only pure technical, pure function there that the auditors do. So I think it can reduce the risk or automate some part, like some part of security adding on the smart contract. But there's also the side of security of monitoring what's happening in the blockchain. I think AI can faster and easily monitor all the transaction, monitor and have some, how to say, flags about if one transaction is at risk or not, because it has previous data, historic data, and the more and more that history data grows, the more and more the AI could be precise and help in advance some loss of fund or other part. And maybe more in a science fiction way or speculative way, for if we enter more in the cryptographic part of the blockchain, one of the limitations from maybe EVM and some of the blockchain is that they're focused on just one cryptography for signing transaction and using key to sign transaction. And we know that quantum cryptography is coming and it will break all the asymmetric keys. So it's a threat that's coming. We don't know yet, or I don't know, maybe people know, but I don't know how it will impact the blockchain at that regard. We know that some protocols, some algorithms are already in the work to shield that, like NIST is working on that. But I also think that AI has a future in cryptography. We saw that there's some algorithm, I think Google worked on that, like neural cryptography, where they made two AI, I'm not an expert on that subject, but I think two AI were communicating between them. They were securing the communication between them without any known algorithm. So it was known between them. So maybe in the future, blockchain could secure the communication through an AI model, especially for that. So maybe add a layer of security that could be modular or adapt, and not just something written in stone like we have right now for some algorithm. And maybe we can imagine like a network of model communicating, a decentralized model network where, yeah, Skynet, or I think Singularity you spoke about. Then yeah. They do something like that, but even a bigger picture, like every model communicating between them securely through that AI cryptography. I don't know. This is science fiction for now. It's still in work, but it could be fun and to see that happening maybe.
If I can add something, for me, smart contracts can control the AI. We talk about AI do something bad, etc. Smart contracts can control if AI do something bad or so on. So to avoid the bad things about AI, you can use smart contracts. What is AI? AI is a prediction. It's about prediction, first step. Second step, it's about generation, generative AI. a third step is about interactive AI. Blockchain is about automation, about operations. Can I do something or not? So you can use smart contracts to control and to avoid some behaviors, bad behaviors about AI. And you can use AI, of course, I said that before, you can use AI to implement a distributed system. You can do this. And for me, it's inside, outside. You can do the both. It's, of course, everybody know generation of code, documentation, audit, etc. All of us, I'm a developer at the base, so I know a lot of tools to generate smart contracts. For example, in Telegram, you can use chain GPT, and you can generate a smart contract, for example. You can audit smart contract. Everyone knows that, actually. But it's more than that, okay?
Okay, thank you. So hearing you, it's fascinating because I hear that AI is about data, is about fact, is about prediction, and it also is about adaptation. So I have a question. Do you think that AI can solve the blockchain trilemma, for example? I don't know. It's just that I don't know, because I'm hearing you and I was thinking if it's about prediction, maybe it can help scalability. If it's about fact and data, maybe it can help security. I don't know. So this is just like a question like this. We are brainstorming, but I don't have an answer about that.
Can I just, if Vitalik Buterin, it's more than AI, this guy can't do this. AI for now can't do this. The trilemma, it's a huge, for some people, it's not a problem. They say it's not a problem. It's like a CAP, for the distributed database, for example. You don't, for those who don't know trilemma problem, it's about scalability, security, and decentralization. You can have the three. Maybe, it's not maybe, it's a fact. AI can generate the best solution to this problem. It's, yes, of course, the AI will generate the best solution to this problem, the trilemma problem. Yes, sure.
Just, we'll add something. Well, first of all, I run a blockchain company and not an AI company, so I'm more like a blockchain than AI. But like we said, like earlier, I mean, like it's going to have like a huge impact on software development. So of course, in the long term, it will improve all software. But I just want to go a bit back about like the previous question, because I didn't have the opportunity to answer. And again, I see blockchain as a solution against like AI. And you were talking about like earlier about how AI could strengthen like blockchain. And so you have to understand that now cyber threat is going exponentially, okay? So every day the number of cyber attacks are like growing. And in this world where like every system could be vulnerable, I believe like blockchain like is the answer, okay? So, and now techniques are getting even more precise and powerful with AI. And in this sense, I believe blockchain is again a solution against those attacks, because it's very hard to attack blockchain protocols because they are decentralized. And just one final point, because like this discussion is very interesting. And I remember I want to make a parallel between like Web3 protocols and AI. And when I was a student, so I was a student in 42 school. So we were the first promotion in 2013. And I remember back then, like we were all talking about machine learning. So let's go, machine learning is going to be the future. And we're going to build our own Jarvis, like Iron Man. And what happened? Like, we only got shitty chatbots, that were like useless. And 10 years after, like we got like OpenAI, ChatGPT, and this like grandiose like revolution. And that's why for every disruptive technology that you see, it happened with cloud, it happened with AI. It starts with a huge trend, okay? At some point it go down, okay? And at some point like it go again crazy. And so I believe in this sense that Web3 protocol like will have the same same huge impact and revolution that came with AI, but it's quite very soon or very early today for Web3 protocol.
Yeah, for the trilemma thing, I think it's more related on the blockchain itself, and AI. What could do here is that, like I said earlier, I think we're going towards a multi-blockchain world, and what we can see here is that AI could choose between the best suited blockchain for a precise purpose. Like, we can use the AI in front of what you want to communicate with the blockchain, like a gateway to choose the best one suited for if you want more decentralization, more security, like an automatic thing that will maybe leverage that and not solve the problem, because I think the trilemma is more a general thing to say that you can't have everything. You have to choose a compromise. You have to compromise somewhere, and if you have the perfect thing, what about the rest? Why have all other part if you have the perfect thing? So I think it's a general thought, the trilemma, and AI could help direct where you want to go more.
Okay, this is very interesting because deep tech is a huge thing, and when we work in innovation, we are far ahead about people. So we are testing things, we have tools, and we think that we can predict the future with all these new technologies. But we need time. And I want to know if today you are using AI tools, and if you can talk about the AI tools you use today, and if you use them to work on blockchain projects in your work or in your personal time.
Oh yeah, I can go. I mean, I think like every builder there, ChatGPT is the first option. No, I don't use it that much. Like I think it's I speaking about ChatGPT, but because I don't see any other direct tools for blockchain here from my point of view, for my project I mean. So yeah, I use it like a third wheel. Like I need extra help, extra push to find some part, or if it's a totally new subject that I don't know and I need to build something very fast, maybe I will use that. Another thing is funny, interesting, or how to say, like the generative AI part of images, like it's trendy right now. It's a funny little tool that you can help to, maybe if you have a proof of concept to show to a client or something, you can use that quite easily just to show the possible and not spend too much time on building that proof of concept. So I see it as a beginning thing, as a beginning enter thing for a project. But yeah, that's how I use for now the tools of AI.
Well, on my end, like from a company point of view, I mean, like using AI in the company is not even a leverage, okay? So if you're not using AI and your competitor does, I mean, you're dead, okay? So leveraging on AI tools is like having more people in the team. So me, what I try to push in the company, it's not that easy, but like everyone must use AI. From the designers, like they go faster. It's like they have like another team member. For developer, they can code faster. They can debug faster. We can create like unit tests faster. From the technical writer perspective, she can work faster again. So it's not even an edge. I mean, like you don't have the choice. You must use AI within your company, within your like employee and different like team.
For me, actually, I develop a code generator and to help developers, and I use, of course, some open source models like Llama 2, and I use the tools transformative and from Hugging Face, of course, and the long chain, of course. It's a beautiful tool, and of course I generate smart contracts with AI. Actually, I audit smart contracts with AI. I don't need the Open Zeppelin, for example. And of course, I check. Human must check because there is hallucinations and so on. But actually, so I develop a tool to developers, to help developers. I have a Copilot, a GitHub Copilot, and Type 9, etc. There is some tools, but I want to have my tools, so I develop this. And of course, I use AI to generate in Visual Studio Code, for example. Actually, I don't use ChatGPT.
If I also can bounce on that, like it's really true. Like it can help you like code and build so much faster the AI. But I think we also have to find a balance between building fast and learning too, because the point of failure that we can see here is that people will build fast, will build a project that grow with the AI, and once something breaks in that big project, and you're not an expert, but you don't know the technology behind it. Like, I don't know if you use a library, a GS library, because the ChatGPT told you to use it. And at the end, you have to also master the tools that you're using and not just trust ChatGPT. So I think there's a balance there. You have to use it. I totally agree with you. Like, it's a leverage that you have to use it. But you also need to take the time to understand the tools that it show you. Like, if you don't know, if you just copy paste the thing that it's giving you, at one point, if it breaks, you will be in a bigger mess if you don't understand it.
Okay, thank you. We have 10 minutes for a question if someone wants to ask something. No, you don't. You have a question? Okay.
No, I don't speak English very well.
You can speak French.
I will try in English. My first question is between blockchain and EA. Now we can use, it is possible to use an EA for attack a blockchain for the security, to detect the blockchain security file, pour détecter les failles de la blockchain. Et la deuxième question, c'est par rapport à celui qui veut se former. Est-ce qu'il y a un référentiel, genre, quand je prends le cloud public par exemple, on a la certification Google, Azure, c'est des référentiels quoi en fait. Est-ce que la blockchain, il y a une maison référentielle qui fait que quand on est formé sur ça, on a la certification d'ici ça, c'est du sérieux quoi en fait.
On the second question, I'm not sure there's a referential. The parallel I can see here is maybe consensus. Like, it's the bigger platform, it's the biggest known company around blockchain that you can go to have the best, clearest knowledge, I think, if I understood your question well. And the first one, I'm not sure I understood the question. Was it about if we can use AI to attack smart contract? Definitely, yes. You can use it to like, if you can use it to protect your smart contract, why not use it to attack the smart contract? So it's the same thinking behind that. So you can definitely, I think, use it to find vulnerability, because it's what it's doing to protect against your vulnerability.
just on the learning, you can go on our website, starton.com, you go on the documentation and you start learning the documentation. And then you try the product, and by the end of the day, you will be able, you know, like to deploy smart contract, maybe create your own NFT collection. We have also tools like with Zapier, so you will be able to build apps like in no time. But a part of this, like what I would advise you is to start with like Ethereum, okay? So us on our end, like we are focused on a VM-based blockchain, so all the blockchain that use Solidity as the programming language. And now we've seen in the recent time, like we have a lot of protocol that weren't a VM-based blockchain that are contacting us because everyone is migrating on a VM blockchain or creating a VM compatible protocol. So it has become a reference. Me to today see a VM as HTTP, okay? Like the same, so it's the reference, and start with ethereum.org, and they have like amazing documentation for developers and non-developers. That will be a good start for you.
Nice. Is there another question? No, you don't have another question? So maybe I have one. Just, this is very personal, but I want to ask you this because outside of the Web3 ecosystem, people are afraid of AI because they think that AI is going to replace their work. And we know that it's probably true, but we also know that technology creates new jobs. And I want to ask you if you see a job that doesn't exist today, but is going to exist in the future because of AI and blockchain.
Well, like everyone is talking about prompt designers, so that's what I'm referencing. But you know, like in the whole story of humanity and technology, you know, it does not kill like jobs, you know, like it replaced jobs with new jobs. And you know, when internet came, like everyone was like, oh, it's gonna kill my job, etc. And now we have so much jobs, so much opportunity with internet. Like everyone can do whatever he wants to do, you know, like with no money, and can learn online. So no, it's not destructing job. It will create new job for sure, and new opportunities for everyone. And now the barriers of entry to create a company like are lower and lower. They were already lower with internet. Okay, and now with AI, I mean, like you can have like your personal assistant, like and help you code anything or publish anything or create anything. So no, it's cool. I believe in technology.
Yeah, me too. No, I don't think it's a fear that we felt that before also for other part. Like I think for cloud it was the same. Like cloud was kind of scary when it began. So no, I see it as a tool. Like we have to embrace it and not. I think it's a mistake if we pass by that, if we avoid that. We have to learn how to use it properly without cutting the learning part aside. We can't rely only on that, but we have to learn how to use it.
For me, it's AI is an assistant and it's a co-pilot. So it's just an assistant. Of course, AI is the new electricity. So it's transversal to the old domains. But for developers, actually, they augment, there is efficiency, augmented efficiency, but it's not, the AI don't replace developers. Teachers, neither, for now. And for me, it's just an assistant. And of course, technically, the point of view of course, AI will improve the efficiency of distributed networks and security and so on.
So I'm going to give you one more chance if someone has a question. Or, no, you don't have question? So I think that we were very clear, and that's cool. So it was a pleasure to do this roundtable with you, and it was very interesting. So you can applause.
Thank you. Thank you very much.